This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. The course structure is we will start with the data sets. Okay. What is a data science and the roles of a data scientist? We got these two. Then we move to the Python ecosystem. Okay, the responsibilities of the data scientist and the prerequisites of the course. We'll discuss the responsibilities might be once you're done with the course so that you can interact or you can correlate easily. Prerequisites of the course, we will cover this. That's not a problem. Okay. One of the prerequisites is any programming language. We start with Python. These are why we are selecting Python. Okay. So then we move to we start with basic Python. Then we understand, we will learn. Even if you're not able to follow, that's fine. Okay. But if you have any questions, let me know. Okay. Whether you want to cover something, if you heard something, just let me know. We start with the basics and we start with some of the core data types or primitive. Then we start with the basic control statement, something like if, else, loop. Then we learn the functional programming concepts as well because this is a faster execution. Okay, instead of using some loops. And second thing, after the course, if you want to learn the big data analytics or Spark, okay, this is very useful. And to save some time, we adopt those concepts here. We learn some of the packages, some of the packages which we use but in our day-to-day activities. Okay. Then we'll move to the statistics. We'll learn the basic statistics which is required for data science and the probability, the basic probability and linear algebra. So which we use very often the mathematical operations we cover them. Okay. Then we start with understanding the data. So how to understand the data? So might be I have an Excel sheet. Okay, how to understand it, how to explore more. Okay. I'll quickly show you one example. I'm taking some random data set. This is about loan data, whether the particular person will get the loan or not. Okay, when you apply for the loan, so how in the back end, how they process the loan. Okay, how we understand the data. Okay, we are taking some sample, very sample columns, gender and city and monthly income and one or two, the employer. Okay, employer name. Now you want to understand whether female people are applying for loan or male, which one is the majority. Okay, you want to understand that. Okay, I'm sharing some quick insights how to understand the data. What do I mean? Okay, I'm taking the ID, so I'll get the total number. I'm just drawing some pivot table. So I have 87,020 records. Gender, right? I'm doing on the gender. So female people 37,000 and the male people close to 50,000 applied for the loan. Okay. If they applied, who got the loan? Okay. The disbursed means whether the person got the loan or not. If 0 means he did not get it and 1 means he got the loan. Comparatively, this percentage is high, right? But it is the count. Even if you want to understand, okay, so female people are getting little less. I'm not going to complicate this, but I'm just sharing how we understand the data. So out of this 87,000, that 37,000 are female and 50,000 are men, close to. So 36,854 they did not get the loan and 308, sorry, 382 they got the loan. Okay, so this is a basic understanding. Like this, we understand each and every column. Okay, Each and every column in the sense whether gender, okay, which city people got the majority of the loan, or how they are applying for the loan. How in the sense which city, okay, which city are applying the loan. So who are getting monthly income. So which range applying for the loan. Okay, we understand each and every column, so we can provide some insights to the business. Right. So if you target male, you will get more, or if it is female, if you want to increase, uh, give some female kind of campaigns. Okay, I mean on loans for female only. Okay, or else might be within the city. So which city I need to concentrate. Okay, in India I have many cities. Which city I need to concentrate. Okay, just do based on the city. Okay, city. Okay, and I'm making some order. Okay. In Delhi, most of the applications, we are not seeing whether they got the loan or not, but most of the applications from Delhi. So if I concentrate on Delhi, I might get, issue more loans so that I can get the profit. If business is asking which city I need to concentrate, then you can provide the top three. So you'll get maximum profits. Okay. So these kind of insights we can provide to the business. So we are deriving from the data. This is a very quick insight. Okay. So exploratory, I will understand univariate means one variable or one column from the Excel sheet, one column, or bivariate. You consider two columns as well. Okay, and we understand the data even more with the help of plots, some kind of plots, and some kind of statistical figures. We do scientific study. We understand the data even more. Then we work on the feature engineering, whether the particular column is useful, not useful, or I need to do something with the column. We do all these things. We learn. Then we move to machine learning algorithms. Okay? We start with the basic algorithms. Okay, like something like a supervised, unsupervised. We start with the very basic, then we move to the advanced algorithms. Okay, we cover if you have some idea on some of the algorithms, then that's fine. If not, we we learn supervised and unsupervised as well. Then we do, so far we learn about the algorithm, whether the algorithm is doing good or not. Okay, we fitted some algorithm, but we are not very sure whether that's a good or not. Okay, so we will learn how to evaluate your algorithm. You build one algorithm, right? Whether it is performing good or not. We'll take use case and we'll execute and we evaluate the model. Okay, if one based on the data, one data might have one kind of features, right? So based on the data, we will select the best evaluation methods. Then text mining. Okay, let's say you have Twitter or Facebook. Okay, we'll understand that data as well. Okay, text mining and neural network. Some of the concepts, neural network and including the deep learning. This is deep learning is getting a boom, right? So I included that as well. Okay, we learn on the text data and the images as well, image data and recommendation system basics. So in the maybe e-commerce site, you are buying something, then automatically you will get a second item, right? So how to build the system? It's a basic level at least, because this is a completely these three are completely different topics itself. We have different courses for this, but I'll touch the points so that in future, if you see, you can easily correlate. Once you build the model, you need to deploy in the production. How to do that? I'll explain that as well. After that, end-to-end use cases based on your interest. Before that, we cover one or two applications, but end-to-end, if you are interested, I'll help you for that. Okay. Any doubts or any topic you want me to cover? Okay, so we start with the basic. Who is a data scientist? What is a data science first? Data science means we have data and we are understanding the data in a scientific manner. Okay? We are bringing insights. Insights means, so if you want to increase my sales of loans, I can target this. So this is one kind of input to the business. In India, which is the need to target? You can target these three first. Okay, this is one. And whether even within the city as well. If you want to target which company, okay, I'm just considering the software companies only. If I take the employer name, okay, within the city, you are targeting yeah, Delhi. I'm not sure what is it, zero. Within the city, you can target Google. In Delhi, you can target Google Office so that you can get more. And the HCL is second, but there's a huge difference. You can focus on Google so that you can get maximum loans. Okay, you can give a loan to the more people. Okay, Indian Air Force. That's also one interesting thing. Government sector also. Okay, like this, you can provide insights to the business. So we are understanding the data and we are providing insights to the business. Okay. So wherever the data is, we understand the data depends on our requirement. Okay. Even if you want to increase your sales, so how to do that? Okay. Or if you're working for some banking, okay, how to improve my profits or healthcare. So which parameters causing the decision, so disease. So we understand each and everything where the data is there. We are bringing insights from the data and we are providing to the business so that they can improve their sale, their profit. We build models as well, which automates the process. Okay. Let's take some basic model. Okay, even if you open something like the Google, okay, if you're searching for something, you will get some another item. Okay, might be just searching something in the Google. Okay, it's loading. So it automatically populates different words in the same model. If you have email, if you're using the Gmail, so in the Gmail you will get the main inbox, the primary inbox, and the promotions, or some different another thing. It automatically populates them because some models are running backend. Okay? So, yeah. So these are the items which I searched earlier. Then if you're searching for some what is that? Bahubali tools. Even we didn't write Bahubali tools. Even if I search something, I'm getting the next one. So background one model is running. Okay. Then if I type for Bahubali 2 movie, okay, or video songs. So it is capturing from the different domain or different websites. It is giving me the related things only. There might be crores of websites, but it is giving me some relevance. So it's a combination of multiple, but machine learning is one among them. And whether we get the loan or not, yes or no, that's one model. So you can build n number. As a data scientist, we take care of n to n. That's a little bit even once after the course we will understand in depth. Okay? Role of a data scientist. I'll cover this too at the end of the course. Okay? Prerequisites of the course. What's the prerequisites? We need Python, we need the statistics, we need what's that? Probability, mathematics. We will learn all. First, we start with the Python. We saw why Python. Okay, Python is a fast-growing one of the languages, but why? Why it is fast-growing? The first reason is it has open source support, community support. Let's unpopulate one document so that it is easy for you to follow instead of typing each and everything. Why Python? Python is interpreted object-oriented high-level programming language. It is a programming language which is a high level. So we need to write in-depth code. Okay, I'll show you some quick insights. Okay, insights. In any programming language, it's something Java or .NET. If you want to declare one variable, okay, let's take int a equal to 10. You have to write int a equal to 10. You have to specify in advance the data type, and even if it is a string, you need to, even some languages they support, if it is a 10, you need to provide it 10 decimals, or if it is an integer, you need to specify, sorry, you need to specify how many digits it would be. Okay, it's a equal to, you have to equal to 20. You need to specify this. It occupies 2 digits. Even if it is a 3, then you need to change this. But in Python, you need to do that. Just add one more thing. After this, you need to compile the program, you need to execute. Okay, you need to compile. Those are the compiler languages. But Python is a REPL, okay, where it does not need anything. Equal to that. That's it. See, it created that. Do not worry about this IDE. Okay, just you can air store it. If you want to print A, so it is stored at A. If you want to type of this, you are not specifying the type, right? Just take A is ink. So it internally evaluating using the data type and how much memory it requires. Even if you write something, or if you assign something to this, then I'm getting my data. Now this is string. Still it allows. If I print, it gets a print. Python. So I needed to write or say anything explicitly. This is a beauty with a REPL, okay, or interpreted language. You are not saying anything. Object oriented. So it supports object oriented concepts as well. So interpreted means what we saw here. It's interpreted language. And it supports a REPL, read, execute, print, and loop. Sorry, evaluate. I'm sorry. Read, evaluate, print, and loop. So it's printing continuously, right? So this is the REPL language. It reads the A equal to 10. It executes this, it prints this, and loops even if else. Popularity comes with these features. Extensive support libraries. You needed to write any code. Most of the code is readily available. You can directly use the packages. Okay, you can readily use the packages. I'll give you an example. If you want to read something, okay, if you want to read some file, you need to open it. Okay, you need to say whether it is a read mode or write mode. Then you have to say it's a binary or not. Okay, then you need to read, you need to close. But even if it is a CSV file or something, it is even more complicated. Okay, but in Python we have something like pandas. Okay, it does the job for us. Okay? Then if I want to load something, def data frame, I'm using name pd the package dot read. We have this much of functions to execute or read them. You can read the CSV file, you can read the Excel file, you can use even JSON file, HTML file. So the functions are there. So you need not to write any code explicitly. the function, the support is available. Okay. It's a portable language. You can, you can install in Windows. Sorry, Windows, yes, Linux, or in mobiles, or wherever you want. It's a portable. We saw already it's a high level. Okay. It's open source and community development. Okay. Even if you have something, okay, someone faced the problem with these, okay, reading and writing, they wrote one function. Even if you have something in your mind, you can develop on your own and you can give to the open community. Okay. It's open source, it's a free. Okay, Python is completely free, it's open source. And the community development, you can develop anything on your own, or you can give to some, you can take help from some of their friends or open community. Maybe there are some groups where they discuss the topic and they develop something. Okay. Presence of third modules like Google, okay, or Facebook, or different top rated companies, they are working on something, they are giving as a donation for the open source. We can make use of those as well. Learning ease and support. Okay, even if I want to experiment something, I can experiment them there itself. If you have any issues, okay, you can just copy paste that. If you just copy paste that, you will get the answer. Copy and paste to Google, you will get the support. It's a really very beautiful. It's a beautiful support for Python. All right, productivity and speed. Since you are executing the code, there itself, you are not compiling, you are not doing anything. Even if you have some lines, okay, even if you have some 10 lines of code, if you want to print something, okay, print Python, you can directly select this particular line and you can execute. So it's you're saving your time. You're not executing from the beginning. Even if you have, let's take 100 lines of code, 1,000 lines of code, you can select a particular line and you can execute. You are seeing the results there itself. So it increases the productivity, fast development. Then there are a few more, something like it supports functional programming language, it supports object-oriented programming language, and it supports gaming as well. You can develop gamings as well with Python. You can develop web applications. Okay? You can do many things with Python. Okay, because of that, it's getting very popular. Okay. First thing is how to install it. You can download from official site. Okay, you can directly type here. Even I'm providing the links. You can follow this, or you can directly from here. You can get from here. Python download. Man, this is slow. From here, you can go to download, or you can download. You can directly get from Python official site as well. This is the one. You can directly download the three version. There are two variations, 2 dot something and 3 dot something, 3.7.2 and 2.7 something, 2.716. Okay, you can use either of the, but I strongly recommend to go with 3.7 because the latest you know package supports. Okay, and this is since this is advanced, we are using that, and some of the deep learning libraries they supports only Python 3, not 2. Okay, since we are getting everything with Python 3, we will use Python. Okay. There is another variation for this Python. What will happen? You will get vanilla version of Python. As we discussed, we need some packages, right? We need some packages. Support libraries. We need some packages. Or in the course prerequisites as well. We have some packages which does a job for us, even with pandas as well. You need to install all packages manually. If you install Python from here, you need to install everything manually. Okay? Anaconda is a another distribution. What they did is they install required packages, very popular packages, and they created one image with it. Okay, means Anaconda or Anaconda Home. You can go here. This has Python and some packages. They created one image and they created one image. From there, you can directly download it. Okay, there is a download option. Yeah, download. You can directly install it. You need not to do anything manually. It automatically does for us. All packages are installed in one distribution, and we can directly download that already installed image copy in a plain way. It's for Windows, and you can select 3.7 version. Okay, it's a little heavy. It's a 6.14 MB. You can download and install. So while installing, uh, you can download and install. It will take little time. This is the exe file. Just next. Okay, you can press the next. It will execute it. But might be a third window or fourth window. It asks you to add path. Add path means it adds the path into the system path. Check that. Okay, you can select that and you can execute next. That's it. Okay, this is I'm going to providing the links. Just take the three version, Python 3 version. Okay, this is about installation and setting up the environment. Now we will see this is spider. So the plain Python comes in this way. Command prompt. Command prompt. Yeah, Anaconda prompt. I was looking for this. Okay. Plain Python looks like this. Only the black, it's a kind of black code. You can write whatever you want here. Okay. Plain Python. It's Python. So this is the plain. What you're seeing here is a spider. Spider. It's a kind of IDE to execute or to see everything. It's a little user friendly. Okay. For development purpose, Spider is really good because you can write the programs if you want, the entire program or one command you can execute here, and you can see what are the variables in your environment. You can see that as well. Right? So it's really cool. Okay. So going forward, we use this. Now, and there are more, not only Spider, there are n number, something like Java, you'll be having 3, 4 editors, right? Like that. Spider, Python also many. Spider, I prefer because it's really good for development. Okay. Now there are two execution modes. Okay. In real time, what we do is in real time. First thing is you can write something and you can execute here itself. There's a REPL way. And second thing is in production, you write into some files, right? You develop some Python files. Okay. For testing purpose, I mean for demo purpose, I'm writing and saving my file. Something like welcome to create session. And I'm saving it. How where I'm saying it's in 10. Okay, that's file save as on the desktop. I'm saving on the desktop so that it is easy for us. Not TMP sample. Okay. It automatically takes .py. Okay, you need to write .py. Py is a Python file. You can see sample.py. Now, if you want to execute this, how do you can do that? The file. Okay, I'm talking about that. So you just cd that oriented Python space. I'm going to the particular location. Users home desktop slash what's the file we have? Sample.py. Yeah, I got this. Welcome to data set session. So there are two ways. First one is a REPL where you can get the answer then that's it. And second one is a batch mode. Batch mode. You can do either of these. This usually we use a production and this is for development. Now, uh, start with the assigning the variable. I'm assigning some number. Okay, a equal 10. We got a equal 10. Assignment. I can assign some string as well. B equal to 10. I can assign with a single quotes. I can write double quotes as well. Both are allowed in Python. Small p. So both are strings. Okay. You can write whatever you want, but if it's a single quote or double quotes, irrespective of that, it considers as a string. And yeah, so even if you want to assign, like you are writing some program, you have 3-4 variables. Okay, let's take A here. You have 3 variables: A, comma, B, comma, C. You want to initialize this. You might get something else. Okay. For that, what you can do is you can do multiple assignments. All are initialized with zeros. Or you can write, you can assign some different values to C is equals to, might be some 10 to first one and might be so, Python for the second one and some boolean value for the third one. You can assign in this way as well. In Python and the boolean value. Yes or no? The true or false. Python is very friendly. You can assign whatever way you want. And if you want to print something, just print and the value. That's it. Okay. Even if you want to write some more comments like print a value is and equals a. Okay, a value is 10. If you want to print this out, string. Okay, this is a very basics about the Python. So, what I request you to just go to the Python Anaconda. Okay, Python is a little painful because each and every time installing the package is a tedious task. Okay, go to Anaconda and download 3.7 version and install it. Okay. So, when install and just play with some kind of print statements, then we can start from tomorrow. The control statements and loops and everything. Any doubts?